Om Shanno Mitra Sham Varunah Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramah Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shiksham Vyakyasyamaha Varnasvaraha Matrabalam Samasantanaha Ityuktashikshadhyayah. Another, you want to do?
Whole or?
Yeah.
Shanno mitrasham varunah Shanno bhavatvaryama Shanna indro bruhaspatihi Shanno vishnurukramah Vishnurukramah Namo brahmane Namaste vayo Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi
Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi
Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi
Tvameva pratyaksham
Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami Ritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu ma Avatu vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Tiksham Vyakyasyamaha Varnasvaraha Varnasvaraha Matra balam Samasantanaha Ityuktashikshadhyayah.
Good. So what are the six factors that are enumerated in the Shiksha as part of the Shiksha Shastram? Quiz. No.
Varnasvara Matra Swaram Samasantanaha.
Just been mentioned because you're supposed to know, and then they go to the upasanas, right? So what is Varana? And they are, what are they? Like example.
Yeah.
All this. All the. Those are, what are they? They are Varnas. Swarita, Dirgha, Swarita, what are they? They're Swaras. Right? After that, Varna, Swara. Swara. So Varna is the Acha and Hal or Swaraha or Vyanjanani. Swaraha they call it. A, I, U, R, L, L, A, I, O. And you can add the Anuswara and the
Sanskritam, there is no A, I.
It's Telugu.
I.
South Indian language.
A,
I. O, O. There is a Nitya Dirgha, they call it. And then Vyanjana. Swayam Rajante is Swaraha because they don't depend on anything, right? Swayam Rajante, they call it. That's why. And then the other Vyanjana needs Swara, the Gunas, the Gunita Aksharas, Kaka, Kiki, Kuku. Right? We all the need Swaras we add and then make it the proper Aksharas. So Varna is all these. Varna means sounds basically. Right? The what is it called? Phoneme in English they call it. Akshara is a syllable. Slight difference in Shiksha Shastra. They make it slight difference, but for all practical purposes, you can take Varna or Akshara. Same. They're not going to do technical. Right? Varna, all these. And then Swara, Udatta, Swarita, Dirgha Swarita, Swara. Then Matra. Matra we know.
how long?
Haraswa is Ekamatra, Dirgha Dvimatra, Pluta 3 or more Matra. And of course, Vyanjana is Ardha Matra. It is Ardha because yeah. Because only when you add A or E or U, they get the Akshara status, right? Otherwise, Ardha Matra, they call it, Vyanjana. So that is a Matra, the measure or length of time. Balam, effort in pronouncing. Sama, the continuity of words. And then Santana is the uniformity, sorry.
Sama is uniform.
Sama is the uniformity, yes. Santana, continuity of words, or Sandhi, say Sandhi or Santa. We'll read that part. You didn't read that, right?
What is the example for uniformity, Chandraji? Sama.
Sama is the pace actually, not fast or too slow, something like that.
Oh,
Madhyama, when we something like that. Should not go.
Santana is like Sama is pace, but Santana, the whole thing, how you read it.
Continuity of words or combination of letters, which is also called a samhita in other words. The continuity of the combination of letters is santana.
Visarga, if you have, like, you have to do the
Here we'll see Gurudev also gives some examples here. Some English examples. So the accents are tones that generally fall on the vowels in each word or syllable are of 3 kinds. Udatta, acute or high, anudatta, the low, swarita, the grave or middle. So that's why I told you, right? Uchchairudattaha, Nichai anudattaha, Samahara Svaritaha. Those 3. That is from the sutras. The measure or length of time required in pronouncing the short, the long, and the lengthened vowels is also to be carefully noted by every student of phonetics. Right? And the correct time taken to pronounce a short vowel is considered as 1 p instant, hrasva. To pronounce a long vowel is 2 p instants, dirgha. And a prolonged vowel is 3 p instant, plutha. Of course, p instant, some kind of a measure that I told you that u, the measure taken in the in some Shiksha Shastra, u, kalo jasva dirgha, plutaha is the sutram for that. U kalo jasva dirgha plutaha. U kalo, u kalaha means the time taken to pronounce it. U is just hrasva dirgha plutaha. Then long. The effort in pronouncing is indicated by the exertion that the speaker has to put upon his vocal cords in bringing forth the right sound in the right way. The science explains these efforts under two different headings, the outer and the inner. So, abhyantara and bahya prayatna, that's what Gurudev is referring to here. It's called that effort, balam. Balam has abhyantara, inner, internal, and then external. External means not outside the mouth. External from this part to inside is called external, to up to this part. That is called bahya prayatna. Because external, what is the effort? Inside only you have to do, right? Right?
Abhyantara and
Bahya prayatna.
Bahya.
Abhyantara means sprishta, ishat sprishta, vivruta, ishat vivruta, they call it. Samvruta. Sprishta means that it totally touches the tongue when you're pronouncing, touches the part of mouth, right? Ishat means little bit. It touches a little bit. So there are letters that are all Vyanjanas are sprishta. Then vivruta, all swaras, they don't touch at all. They don't touch. The tongue doesn't touch much. Ishat vivruta touches a little bit. Doesn't come that, it is not that far. It comes a little. Ishat vivruta. Samvruta. Is a special case of samvrita, of course. So that is abhyantara. Then of course we have bahya also. How many bahya? 5 kinds is Gurudev says 5 kinds is inner is 5, right?
Outer is 11.
Where is it?
The outer efforts are of 11 kinds and then
11 kinds. Okay. 11. So it's 11 means, see these 3, Mahaprana, Alpaprana, those are 2. Mahaprana means, right, we know that Ka, Ga, Cha, right? Tha, Tha, Pha, Bha, all these Mahapranas. Alpapranas, those are 2 we got. And then the other 3 are the Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. How many? 5. So we need to come to 10, right? So Vivara, Shwasa, Ghosha, Samvara, Aghosha, Nada. How many 10 we got? So those I'll send. You don't have to go into that. So all these fall into that. Like see, ka, cha, cha, ta, 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 pa, pa. They're called Vivaraha. And then Shwasa and Aghosha. And the other 3, they are Samvara, Nada, Ghosha. Means vocal cords are closed when you're pronouncing them. And the other is vocal cords are a little open. So there is an effort. And also prayatna. That is a prayatna. Then continue. Somebody read the other part.
the rule of uniform pronunciation is evidently most important, or else the meaning can become totally different. Ram, Ma, and to cannot be easily understood by anybody, as Rama went to school. The regular blending of sounds and words, santana, is also as important in language. In order to elicit the correct meaning, Ajmer Gaya, gone to Ajmer, will become a statement of tragedy and bereavement. If we disobey the rules of Santana and say, Ajmer Mar Gaya, today he died. Today he has died.
Yeah. So that is basically Sandhi only, right? So we should know when to split, when not to split. That's why it's called. Because that's why there is a rules also. In Samhita, they call it, right? Samhita, Sandhi. Sambhidaika pade nitya. In one word, it is always Sandhi. We can't ignore the Sandhi if it is one word. Nitya dhatu upasarga. When there is a dhatu and then the upasarga, the prefix. Always Sandhi. Samasa, always Sandhi in Samasa. Devalaya. You can't say Deva Alaya and Devalaya. You can't split. Deva Alayam Veller. Deva Kunze Papi Alayam Veller. Devalayam Veller. So Samasa, always Sandhi. So these three situations. Only between the Vakya, between two words. Then the Vivaksha. Vivaksha means Vaktumicha, the speaker's intention. Then he can have the option not to use Sandhi. When the Vakya, two or more words, he can optionally make a Sandhi if he wants. Right?
Yeah, if like you are splitting, then Devasya Alayam Gacchati. That is when
Samasa.
that becomes. Yeah.
Devasya.
But otherwise, if you are saying Devalayam, Devalaya, you have to
Yes.
continue.
Right. Because if you pause, meaning changes. Like here, Ajmer. Aaj mar gaya. Ajmer gaya, but aaj mar gaya. Okay. Last one. Okay. Done.
Has been
Uktaha. Because the last ityukta anandi kada.
Uktaha has been explained. This word indicates the end of the section, and it clearly shows that the teacher must have given exhaustive discourses upon these 6 limbs of the science of pronunciation, so that at the end of it all he concludes that the lesson on pronunciation has been explained.
This is the lesson on pronunciation.
Actually, this reminds me, Sanskrit, we have all these pronunciation. In fact, I sometime back attended a Latin kind of a small synopsis kind of thing. They also have lot of emphasis on pronunciation. It is very important. Yes. All these.
Correct.
Yeah, I couldn't follow much, but yes, I had attended long back on the Latin also.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Any questions? That's it. So let's see the next one. So next start the actual Samhitopasana. Just now you're talking about Samhitas, right? Using the Samhitas, Upasana, meditation based on the Samhitas. And using the words.
Samhitas means words.
Sandhi.
Sandhis. Okay.
Sandhis. Using these Sandhis, they will see that some meditations are prescribed. And then some devatas are invoked on the letters of the words. The Purva, right? The Uttara Padam. And then what are the letters? What is a Sandhi? And what is a Sandhi Karyam? Right? You know how Sandhis happen. Samhita. So the closeness of letters, right? Varnanam Atishayitaha Sannidhi. Sannidhi means very, when they come close, like Devalayam, example. Deva Alayam, Devalayam. Then there is a closeness. So there is Sandhi situation. And then what happens? Sandhi Karyam happens. Devalayam. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Deva Alayam. Savarna Dirgha. Sandhi Karyam is happening. Adeshanga vastuni. Adesham ante is be. So that we'll see here. Using that, because the students were well versed in the Vedas, the words, the Shabdas. So the Guru is prescribing that meditation based on the Vedic words. Let's see. Let's chant first. Sahanau yashaha. Sahanau yashaha. Again. Sahanau brahma varchasam. Sahanau brahma varchasam. Athatassagham hitaya. Athatassagham hitaya. Upanishadam vyaakhyasyamaha. Upanishadam vyaakhyasyamaha. Panchasvadhikaraneshu. Panchasvadhikaraneshu. Sahanau yashaha. Sahanau brahma varchasam. Athatassagham hitaya. Upanishadam vyaakhyasyamaha. Panchasvadhikaraneshu. Adhilokamadhijyotisha. Adhilokamadhijyotisha. I'm splitting that because we have to go. Actually, we should not split that. Just for now, for learning. Madhi vidya madhi praja. Madhyatmam. Adhilokamadhijyotishamadhividyamadi prajamadhyatmam. Jyotishamadhividyamadi prajamadhyatmam. Adhilokamadhijyotishamadhividyamadi prajamadhyatmam. Ta Mahasagamhita Ityachakshate Ta Mahasagamhita Ityachakshate Athadilokam Prithivi Purvarupam Gauruttararupam Akashasandhihi Athadhilokam Prithivi Purvarupam Gauruttararupam Akashasandhihi Sahanau Yashaha Sahanau Brahmavarchasam Athatassagamhitaya Upanishadam Vyakhyasyamaha Panchasvadhikaraneshu Adhilokamadichyautishamadhividyamaधिप्रजमध्यात्mam Tamahasagamhita Ityachakshate Athadhilokam Prithivi Purvarupam Dyauruttararupam Akashasandhihi. So this is a long one. We'll split in 3. Full chant. Kunita, you can chant. Right? Hari Om, Manish. Late.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Chant.
Sahanau Yashaha Sahanau Brahmavarchasam
Sahanau Brahmavarchasam
Sahanau Brahmavarchasam Athatasagumhitaya Upanishadam Vyakhyasyama.
After you can usually after it's better to pause gap a bit. Of course, that's optional. But since we were following right in earlier classes also, because of the
What is this rule, Chandra?
there's a rule for that. Yeah. Then there is a vowel and there's a long vowel followed by another vowel.
pause a
A little, but it's optional. But since we followed, let's do that. Okay?
We are following the.
Yeah. Some people don't follow that.
Atha tassagum hitaya Upanishadam vyakhyāsyāmaha panchasvadhikaraneshu adhilokamadijyautisamadhividyamadiprajamadhyatmam tamahasagumhita
Tamahasagamhita. After that, a little pause. And then ityachakshate.
tamahasagumhita ityachakshate tamahasagumhita ityachakshate athadilokam pruthivi purvarupam Dyauruttara-rupam Akashasandhihi.
Then is it right?
Sahanau yasha.
Sahanau yashah.
Sahanau yasha. Sahanau brahmavas.
2 times. Sahanau yashah.
Sahanau yasha. Sahanau yasha. Sahanau brahmavarchasam.
Sahanau brahmavarchasam.
Sahanau
Brahma.
Sahanau brahmavarchasam. Sahanau brahmavarchasam. Sahanau brahmavarchasam.
Atatassagamhitaya.
Atatassagamhitaya. Atatassagamhitaya. Atatassagamhitaya. Upanishadam
Upanishadam vyakhyāsyāmaha.
Upanishadam vyakhyāsyāmaha. Upanishadam vyakhyāsyāmaha. Panchasvadhikaraneshu.
Panchasvadhikaraneshu tadha. Right?
Panchasvadhikaraneshu. Panchasvadhikaraneshu adhilokamadhivyautishamadhividyamadhiprajamadhya.
Do it again. Adhilokamadijyautisamadhividyamadhiprajamadhyatmam.
Adhilokamadijyautisamadhividyamadhiprajamadhyatmam.
Only vidya. That is, there is no mahaprana there. Madhividya, vidya. No dhya, just dhya. Vidya. Vidyalo dhya లేదు కదా. Only dhi, madhi, dhi. Adhividya. If madhi ante adi, you are splitting. Jyotisham, adhividya, adhipraja. Since it's all one statement, with that ma is coming there.
Madhividya, not vidya.
No,
Yeah.
vidya.
Adhilokamadhi jyotisha madhividya madhipraja madhyatmam.
Madhyatmam.
Madhyatmam. Tamahasagamhita
ityachakshate.
Tamahasagamhita ityachakshate.
Repeat that.
Tamahasagamhita ityachakshate. तामहा सगुंहिता इत्याचक्षते अथादिलोकम्
पृथिवी पूर्वरूपम्
पृथिवी पूर्वरूपम् पृथिवी पूर्वरूपम्
द्यौ only, right? Dhyau. Only no Mahaprabhu, just Dhyau.
द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशसन्धिः
आकाशसन्धिः द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशसन्धिः Haniji, you want to try?
Sahanau yashaha sahanau brahmavachasam athatasagam hitaya upanishadam yakhyāsyāmaha pañcasvadhikaraṇīṣu adhilokamadhiज्योतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् तामहासगंहिता इत्याचक्षते अथाधिलोकम् पृथिवीपूर्वरूपम् द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशसन्धिः
As a rule, we follow that atatasagam vitaya, long vowel followed by another vowel u, right? Another swara. So we give a pause. Same thing. Ta mahasagam hita and itya chakshati. Little pause. So some follow.
अथातस्सगंहिताया उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः तामहासगंहिता इत्याचक्षते.
Correct. Yeah. Praveen,
Sahanau yashaha sahanau brahmavarchasam
Sahanau brahmavarchasam
sahanau brahmavarchasam sahanau brahmavarchasam
and Brahma only, right? No Brahma. Some people say Brahma. Just because there is a
sorry,
that ha comes before when writing, right? So always a Brahma should always come first. Brahma, Banhi, and something like that.
but this will be
Sometimes some North Indians say Brahma. No, Brahma only. Okay. Because there's a rule. Because Anunasikas, then there is a pronounce the Anunasika first, and there is a ha. Vanhi is a Vani, we don't say, right? Vanhi. Continue.
अथातस्सगंहिताया उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः पञ्चस्वधिकरणेषु अधिलोकमधिज्योतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् तामहासगंहिता इत्याचक्षते अथाधिलोकम् पृथिवी पूर्वरूपम् द्यौरुत्तररूपम् आकाशसन्धिः.
Good. So therefore, Itya chakshate. Sorry. Up to there, the logical end is there. Then starts Athadilokam, Atha Adilokam. Then the first upasana starts there. But we continued up to Akasha Sandhi, but the upasana ends only with Vayu Sandhanam, Ityadilokam, Atha Adi Jyotisham, Atha Adi Jyotisham. There starts the next one, Atha Ityadilokam, Atha Adi Jyotisham.
What is Jyotisham?
I will come to know. We'll read, right?
Sounds so. It's not Jyotisham. but-
Not Jyotish.
I know. Jyotisham.
Attadi Jyotisham. From there, the next upasana starts. Ityadi Lokam, there it ends, the first one. So logical ending is there, but we end Akasha Sandhihi, there we ended. But we'll continue. Okay. So Sahano Yashaha. Sahano Brahmavarchasam. So before they start the actual the Vipassana, small another prayer. Sahano Yashaha, Sahano Brahmavarchasam. Another prayer for fame and Brahmavarchas for both the student and the Guru is praying. For the Guru also is praying, the student. So 5 upasanas are going from, 20 devatas are going to be invoked. The first one is, which one? Samhita Upasana. మీకు చల్లగా ఉందా? Fan of it. Switch off the fan if you want. I mean, it's okay?
Yeah.
ఇక్కడ third switch. Third. Because Samhita Upasana is the first one. Right? So other Upasana, Vyahriti Upasana will come. Antarhridaya Upasana, another name. Something like that. Then Pankta Brahma or Omkar Upasana also will be there. It's very nice. Omkar. Welcome. So first one, read. Read the meaning. Sunita, you try. Okay, continue. Saha. Sahanau Yashaha, that meaning, word to word meaning also you can read. Saha, together, now for both of us. Yashaha, glory.
Saha, together, now for both of us. Yashaha, glory. Saha, together, now for both of us. Brahmavarchasa, effulgence born of holy life and spiritual study. Scriptural study. Atha, now. Athaha, hereafter. Sagumhitaya, the teaching of contention.
Because in the verse, what did you see? Athatasaghamhitaya, we read, right? So Atha, Ataha, Sagumhitaya.
That's Upanishadam, sacred science. Vyakyasyamaha, we shall explain. What is it? Panchashu.
Panchasu. Because Panchasvadhikaraneshu, is that right? So Panchasu, 5. Adhikaraneshu.
Perceptible objects. Adhilokam, concerning the universe. Adhijyotisham, concerning the luminaries.
Luminaries. Not Jyotish. Astrology. So in a way related, right?
What is luminary something?
Yeah, you can say.
Devaha. Devaha.
Yeah. Luminaries. The sun, the moon, celestial, right? Yeah.
Adhividyam, concerning learning. Adhiprajam, concerning progeny.
అది ప్రజమద్ మనం అధిలోకమది జ్యోతిషమది విద్యమది ప్రజ అన్నాం కదా, అది ప్రజ. అది ప్రజం కన్సర్నింగ్ ప్రొజని.
Adhyatmam, concerning body. Ta, they. Mahasagumhita, the great combinations. Iti, thus. Akshate, they call declare.
The great combinations they are called because we are invoking the devatas on these, right? So that's why they become great. Mahasamhita, Sagumhita, Mahasamhitas.
So 5 objects: universe, luminaries, learning, progeny, body.
5 upasanas, and then in each upasana we invoke 4 devatas, so total 20. Because in the sandhi we said purva rupa, uttara rupa, and then the sandhi, the junction that comes because of the relation, because of the closeness, and then the sandhanam, the sandhi karyam happens because agama can happen, adesha can happen, a lopa can happen. That is sandhi karyam we call it, right? So, into 4.
Continues.
Continue. Just read the first paragraph.
The pupils say, may we both, teacher and disciple, have the glory and effulgence
Burn of
holy life
and scriptural
study. The teacher says, now we shall explain the secret of teaching of conjunction. This teacher is based on 5 perceptible objects: universe, luminaries, learning, progeny, and body. These they call the great combinations or blendings.
So those 5 are just listed first, and then each is, we go through each one of them.
The teacher and the taught, after the initial introductory talk on the science of pronunciation, they start the discussion on the Upanishad and the necessary upasanas in making the mind and intellect perfectly sharp and sensitive for the full apprehension of the immortal truth, the theme of Upanishad. When the teacher has finished his previous talk and indicated it with the word Uktaha, the student immediately raises a song
Prayer.
A song of prayer, inviting the glory of Brahma upon both the master and himself. The prayer expresses a wish that both of them may be rendered shining with the joy of knowledge.
So that is small prayer. Sahano yashaha, sahano brahmavarchasam. So brahmavarchas we call it. Let me. Of course, only a nishkama prardhana only, not for selfish purposes, right? So it's Brahma Yajna, we call, right? Okay, continue.
After this prayer, the teacher starts prescribing the various methods of upasanas. We have already seen that upasana is a technique by which the entire dynamism of the mind is directed through a constant thought flow toward a defined goal through a well-chalked out line of contemplation. For this, various instances are given, and any one of them is as good as any other. Different types are given to suit perhaps different entities, or maybe in his juvenile enthusiasm, a young boy's growing mind may get easily tired of one given method and may thirst to ramble into some novel methods of employing his surging mental dynamism. Therefore, it is perfectly justified if the Rishi gives a dozen different methods of meditation.
In the early stages, no student can attempt meditating upon a formless, nameless, attributeless truth, which is at once omniscient, omnipotent, and infinite. As an elementary training, the mind needs some ideal or idea to fix its attention on and plow out all possibilities from it, in and around the central theme. Thus, in all upasanas, the technique is to tie down the mind to a central idea, pivot, allowing the mind a limited movement, but with a full freedom to roam at will within those prescribed limitations. This scheme is well illustrated in the freedom of a cow on a pasture land when fixed to a peg with a long rope.
You understood that? So you take like a cow tied to a rope, but it has a limited field to roam. You're also taking a thought, upasana, right? On a devata.
So how is that related to? Did not get the connection.
What is the connection?
So it's like us, we have a limited space and then we should be revolving. Is that what it means?
Limited space where? Mental space. You take an alambanam and then you invoke the devata on that, right? For purpose of upasana. Right? In Nididhyasanam also, what do? Let's say, of course, Nididhyasanam, the next stage. Nididhyasanam, you take a Vedanta Vakya and then you don't go blank, right? You take a Vakya, a thought, and then you dwell upon that. A Vedanta Vakya.
So it's not infinite. In a finite field, think about it.
In the case of Upasanam also, you take, you are invoking the Devata on a certain alambanam. It's a Om. You take, let's say. Om is a pratika alambanam. We invoke Ishvara, Brahman on that, right? Not a pratima. Pratika means symbol. It is not a, is a definite, pratima means a definite form, the limbs, right? The limbs.
Within your prescribed limitations.
Pratika alambanam we call Om. So Omkar, of course, will come later.
Rama, Krishna, Shiva are deities fashioned out for this purpose in the Puranas. So the devotees will have some tangible divine personality upon whom they can fix the infinite qualities of truth and have their elementary training in meditation. When the object or the support is thus a tangible and almost pulsating divine personality, the upasana becomes an emotional extravaganza and a love game in the garden of prema and bhakti. But in the days of the Vedas, the Pauranika deities were not available. Vyasa, the author of Puranas, belonged to a much later date.
Continue that.
Continue. After planting a stone or a wooden cross, the devotee superimposes upon it the Shiva Tattva or the Christ idea and meditates upon the Lord of his heart through this symbol. So too, the Vedika Rishi had to supply a substratum tangible and known to the students before he could make them superimpose upon the provided symbol. The ideas of a vaster and an ampler truth. Once this technique is understood, all upasanas prescribed in the Vedika lore become amply self-evident.
So that's it. Because earlier also Gurudev said upasana is, if you see in the page 6, you've seen, we read already, to have upon a lesser object, nikrishta vastu, A superimposition of a nobler ideal. Utkrishta drishti is upasana. So upasana, taking an object, devata, and then continuous flow of thoughts. Tulya pratyaya santati, they call it. Tulya pratyaya, same thought. Even if other thoughts come, again you bring back the mind. Tulya pratyaya, same thoughts. Santati, flow. Tulya pratyaya. Atat pratyaya, asankirna. You don't mix. Sankirna mix. Asankirna. Atat pratyaya. Other thoughts you don't mix, right? In meditation. You, even if you mix, if you say, right, you bring it back. So that's the upasana means. So that is a. That's why when you invoke, it's all Ishvara only. The Gurudev's picture, it is not just a picture. When you invoke a Gurudev only, I see Ishvara only. So it is not idol worship, right? Ideal worship. So symbol is not different from the symbolized, they call it, right? So for planting a stone or a wooden cross, a devotee superimposes upon it the Shiva Tattva, or the Christ idea, and meditates upon the Lord in his heart through this symbol. And the success of the meditation, upasana, is tanmayatvam. Tanmayatvam, right? Tadatmyam, they call it. Tadatmyam, becoming one almost. Tadatmyam apatti. So here we are doing knowingly, right? Superimposition doesn't mean not the superimposing a snake on a rope. That is the way. That is ignorance. That is out of ignorance. This is knowingly for the purposes of meditation, upasana, for my growth, so that I am prepared for gnanam. I do upasana. Okay. Then, Paneji, you have the book? Any? You want to add something?
You can hear, right? Yeah. As students of Sanskrit, repeating daily Sanskrit statements and stanzas, they were familiar with the conjunction of syllables and joining of words. When two words are joined together, that compound word in Sanskrit invariably indicates the point of conjunction very clearly to the students who are literates in the language. During their chantings and in those days, in their mutual conversations too, they had been joining convenient words together and disjoining them when it suited their purpose. And so they had a very clear idea of the construction of the compound word. Therefore, the teacher intelligently took up a compound word and its structure as a substratum for his students to superimpose certain prescribed ideas so that they could meditate upon them. The rest of the technical tricks are all faithfully represented in the very well-known Bhakti Marga of our own times.
Right. So because students of Sanskritam, because they have been repeating, because they are doing this Brahma Yajna every day, so everything is in their memory, right? They're saturated with all these Vedic words. That's why, just for the sake of convenience, the teacher is using those words only in the Sandhi, in the Samhita context. He is advising these upasanas, right? So what is Sandhi then? So we know, right? So what is it? Anything else here? When two words are joined together, that compound word in Sanskrit invariably indicates the point of conjunction very clearly to the students who are literates in the language. So during the chantings in those days, the mutual conversations, so they had the joining convenient words together. So even if they have to scold somebody, they use words from Veda. Like Rudra, Sumana, Asat. Asat has different meaning. Asat means fool also. So they will not say Asat, Sumana, they will say. Okay. Samhita. Parasannikarshah. It is a definition, right? But closeness of the two. Parasannikarshah. Atishayitah Sannidhi. They call. Varnanam. The Varnas come together. Like when it is half matra, two Varnas. When it is half matra, there is scope for something. Varnanam Atishayitah means very close. The closeness of these two Varnas. Rajendra. Raja Indra. Raja Indra. Raja Indra. Rajendra. రాజేంద్ర అనలే రాజేంద్ర అని అయిపోతుంది. ఆ క్లోజ్నెస్ వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? గుణసంధి. రాజా ఈ ఏ అవుతుంది గుణ. అదేం గుణ సూత్రం ఇది. అదేం గుణ ఆత్ ఏంగ్ గుణ. ఏం మీన్స్ రైట్. Maheshwara Sutra. I1 rule A Ong I ouch. So Ading Gunam Ing A Ong A O. Did I tell you about Maheshwara Sutra? So all these pratyaharas they form. Eko Yan Achi. That is for Yana Sandhi. Yan is the Adesha there. So Adesha. Sometimes it is the Agama. Mitravat Agama, Shatruvat Adesha, I mean replaces in Yana Sandhi. Agama we see, Tugagama Sandhi, say, Namudagama, Agama Sandhis. So many Sandhis, Swara Sandhis, Venjana Sandhi, you see. Right? So Sandhi is the big topic, right? Vyakaran. Okay. So Sandhi, Samvitha. Then. So that we'll see how the Guru will prescribe the upasanas based on the Samhita. Superimpositions upon the combination of words as advised here fall under 5 headings. These represent the 5 different fields of independent thinking superimposed upon the limbs of the compound words. For example, let us take a compound word like Maheshwara, which is a word having for its limbs an adjective and a noun. Maha and Ishvara. The first word Maha is called the prior, Purva. The and Ishvara that follows is called the posterior. The prior sound A with which the word Maha ends, when it joins with the I of the posterior word Ishvara, right? Ishvara lo, the first varna is I. Together they become A. So Maha plus Ishvara, Maheshwara. Right? A sound in conjunction. This is the clear form of the combination which is to serve as the substratum for the student's superimposition in Upasana. So that is used. So they will invoke the devatas on the last varna of the first word, the first varna of the second, and then there is a possibility for sandhi, and then the sandhi karyam happens. That's why the 4 devatas, four upasya devatas are invoked on the alambanam. Which are alambanam is here? The sandhi, the varnas in the sandhi. And what happens in the sandhi karyam takes place. Like for example, Maha plus Ishvara, Maheshwara, that A happens. See. Questions?
That's the meditation part.
That is a upasana.
అంటే భాషతో
భాషతో ఉపయోగించి
do meditation, kind, right?
you are invoking the devatas on the words because they are
And then
familiar
you
with
on
Right.
that deva.
Ah.
You are saying it, even saying with sandhi, you're mixing.
Yeah,
and
because you're
focusing.
familiar with the sandhis, you're using that as an alambanam to invoke. Just why we use turmeric as an alambanam to invoke Ganesha. So that becomes Mahasamhit. That acquires a greatness, a sanctity because of we're invoking something higher on a Nikrushta. Nikrushta means not useless.
Just regular.
Your kitchen law, you go and from the kitchen you get same haldi and you make it to Ganesha. You invoke Ganesha. It is Ganesha only there. And after that, of course, you don't put it in sambar. You take it. You put it some people might. But Paneji, you don't.
Yeah, it's like some people are doing it nowadays, it seems.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Maybe joke, I think. Jocularly, probably they sent it, I guess. Yeah.
8:24. Oh. Okay. So the first one, Athadi, it starts from Athadi Lokam, the first upasana. And then ends at Ityadhi Lokam. So it starts with Atha, it's ends with Ithi. There the first upasana ends. So we started that at Athadi Lokam, Prithvi Purva Rupam, Dyauruttara Rupam, Akashas Sandhi. So if you logically, if you want end, Vayusandhanam, 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 Ityadhi Lokam,
Ityadhi lokam. Ityadhi lokam.
So there the logical end there. But usually in Akasha Sandhi, there here it is given number 3, right? There it ends actually. You want to go by the book. Sahanau Yashaha, Sahanau Gram. Come together. Sahanau Yashaha, Sahanau Brahmavarchasam, Athatasya Gambhitaya Upanishadam Vyakyasyamaha Panchasvadhikaraneshu Adhilokamadijyotishamadhividyamadiprajamadhyatmam Tamahasagambhita ityachakshate Athadhilokam Prithvi Purvarupam Dhauruttara Rupam Akashasandhihi Vayusandhanam Ityadhilokam Sahanau Yashaha Sahanau Brahmavarchasam Athatasya Gambhitaya Upanishadam Vyakyasyamaha Panchasvadhikaraneshu Adhilokamadijyotishamadhividyamadiprajamadhyatmam Tamahasagambhita ityachakshate Athadhilokam Prithvi Purvarupam Dyauruttara Rupam Akashasandhihi Vayusandhanam Ityadhilokam. So Athadilokam, first upasana, we'll see. So the teaching concerning the universe is this. The earth is the prior form, the heaven is the posterior form, the atmosphere is the junction, air is the connection, vayu sandhanam, isn't it? Thus one should meditate upon the universe. So that is the first upasana. Okay? Because the totality is visualized basically. The expansion of your vision, vishalata, chitta vishalata we call it. That gives us the qualification for Vedanta Jnana. Chitta vishalata, the expansion of the vision. That's why the micro lokatrayam is being given, is to meditate upon. Prithvi, Akasha, Adilokam.
Yeah, and also Gurudev explains it well that this is all backdated. The deities and all came later, right? So they didn't have any alampana, so they had to make up with what they have to use as alampana. Beautiful. That's why in none of the Upanishads we don't have any of the deities that we know of. None
Yeah, they are called
no.
Pauranika.
Yeah,
All is
exactly.
Rama,
Later
Vishnu.
on they
And then they and then the Dvaitins became too attached to it, and they thought that itself is the only truth. They are only for, as if after death you go to Vishnu Lokam for as moksha. There you stay there, and then that's it. Your moksha is that you're serving Vishnu. That's all. Dvaitam.
They say once your bag is empty, you come back, right?
Yes, of course. That's why you get Vedanta Jnanam here only. There is no
Coming back.
going or coming back. Even going also.
Going is not.
It's all mithya. You're already that. Mukta. So you realize after Vedanta Jnanam that this is a mistake. Adhyasa. It's a mistake. Birth itself is a mistake. So that's why we celebrate every year our mistakes. Happy birthday. Sashtimurti mistake. Celebrate it. We're celebrating the mistakes.
You have to think twice before wishing now.
That's why I asked Aparna not to remind their mistakes. Aparna,
We've had a discussion. My niece forgot to wish us. So next day she called and Pedanana, I'm sorry, happy anniversary, she called. Then he said, oh, you are sorry that many years ago I met.
Play the drama. Play the drama.
drama, yes. Of course. Yeah. Lakshmi is not there today.
Oh,
Yeah.
tired today.
You will teach her, right? Okay. Okay, let. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om.
Harihi Om. See you.